When you track data breaches every day like we do at Cybernews, you start to notice something. A lot of them fly under the radar. Why wait to protect yourself until someone steals your data and makes your credit score drop and tax refund go poof? There are identity theft protection services that'll make sure you don't suffer any damages, and in this Norton LifeLock review, I'll show you why this is one of the best identity theft protection services around. LifeLock is an identity theft protection service created for multiple purposes. It monitors the data breaches, alerts you if any data is leaked, and offers recovery support to remediate the consequences of breaches. And there's even cyber insurance thrown in to cover the costs of dealing with digital identity theft. I know these are reactive measures when you're probably wanting to know how to prevent identity theft, but sorry to say, proactive protection from identity theft just doesn't exist. At least not when it comes to data leaks and breaches. But that's not on you. It's up to the websites and companies you use to stop leaking user data. And unfortunately, they aren't going to stop. They're just going to keep revealing the personal details of hundreds of thousands, just like Microsoft and Apple did in the past. It's an especially serious situation for US citizens, since leaking a social security number or driver's license can easily lead to fraudulent loans being taken out in your name. Banks and the government might help you get your money back, but even if they're willing to help you figure out how to fix credit report after identity theft, it's a lengthy process. And even then, it's not always easy to get someone to walk you through it, even if you're confused. That's why services like LifeLock exist. Their support can be critical when you're dealing with identity theft. So if you've been the target of identity fraud, don't worry that recovery will be costly. Check the link in the description and get LifeLock with a special deal. But when it comes to monitoring and detection, how much is LifeLock responsible for? Like I said, it consistently monitors key parts of your identity. This includes social security number, credit activity, dark web exposure, and changes tied to your personal and financial data. Any suspicious activity will be caught, and when it is, LifeLock sends a real-time alert through an app, email, or text, your choice. Truth be told, many services offer monitoring, but LifeLock is the best identity theft protection option because it goes above and beyond in this area. For example, let's say your social security number got stolen and someone took out a $10,000 loan in your name. This now forces you to deal with lenders, credit bureaus, and a bleeding credit score, likely resulting in a 50 to 100 point loss. In this scenario, LifeLock will assign a restoration specialist to file disputes, contact institutions, and remediate the issue. With identity theft insurance with a cap of $1 to $3 million, depending on the subscription tier, LifeLock has enough to reimburse the inevitable legal fees, lost wages, and even the out-of-pocket expenses you incur. And the same applies if someone tries tax identity theft, filing a tax return in your name. Let's say they claim the usual $3,000 to $5,000 refund. No need to deal with the Internal Revenue Service by yourself. LifeLock will assist you with the identity verification, paperwork, and even legal requests, all while keeping you informed every step of the way and helping you with responses and follow-up. And of course, the insurance I mentioned earlier also applies to all eligible losses incurred in this scenario as well. This can save you way more money than LifeLock charges for its services, especially if you consider the special deal that I included in the video description. Click the link to check it out. Even if the worst comes to pass and fraudulent accounts go into collection, which can mangle your credit score, LifeLock will chime in here too, disputing those claims and working with credit bureaus to remove them. When people ask, do you really need identity theft protection? A lot of times they mean the monitoring part. But LifeLock isn't just giving you a heads up, it also goes a step further, handling the recovery process with you too. That said, one question I saw getting asked a lot is, does LifeLock freeze your credit? The answer here is no. LifeLock can't automatically freeze your credit because in the US, it's a legal action that has to be authorized by the relevant bureau. However, LifeLock assists with the process of requesting this authorization if you decide to go with it, and also provides advice on when it's worth freezing your credit or not. That said, LifeLock does have a feature called Credit Lock, which quickly restricts access to your credit file without going through the entire freeze. Unlike a traditional legal freeze, a credit lock is faster and more convenient, but it doesn't include the legal protection associated with the credit freeze. By now, you should have a pretty good idea, is LifeLock worth it for you? But how much is LifeLock? Let's check the prices. LifeLock has multiple tiers to its service, with the main difference in how much recovery support and insurance coverage you get. Higher tier plans include more comprehensive assistance and a significantly higher insurance margin, which is tied to the quality of the recovery process itself. If you want to get LifeLock and you're worried that it's too pricey, don't be. You can check the link in the description or scan this QR code for a special discount. One other thing worth mentioning is that LifeLock is, surprise, surprise, part of the Norton ecosystem. This means LifeLock readily integrates with other products from the same company, such as the antivirus software, VPN, password manager, and so on. Those tools offer additional security for your browsing and your devices, especially the antivirus. Norton is one of the longest standing anti-malware apps, so its protection against malicious threats, phishing attacks, and fraud can't be taken lightly. So if you want to combine all possible cybersecurity features in one place, Norton lets you do that. To summarize, if your idea of identity theft protection is about preventing the damage in the first place, sadly, LifeLock can't deliver that miracle for you. Still, you know what is identity theft capable of, so just being able to deal with the consequences of that issue is already really impressive. Remember that LifeLock is the only service that creates a safety net for the most devastating identity fraud schemes possible, and all while offering comprehensive insurance services as well. This kind of benefit is worth a lot, so don't hesitate to start LifeLock today. And the link in the description will help you do that while saving money at the same time. Thanks for watching. I hope you're never hit by an identity thief, but if you are, LifeLock should bail you out.